Hello and welcome to Aurelian University. In this video, we're going to talk about variables and how they're used in Python. So like I talked about in the last video, variables are ways to hold or store data temporarily so that the program can use it. Variable names begin with an underscore or a letter, A through Z, uppercase and lowercase, and they can be followed that first character can be followed by any combination of letters, an underscore, or numbers. They are also case sensitive, and they are assigned values with an equal sign. So say we want to store the number 1 somewhere in our program so that we can use it at some point. We could write variable, just really easy there, equals 1. Then whenever we reference variable later in the program, it will say number 1. If we want a slightly different variable, different cases in the same text will cause it to store a different value. So we have variable with a capital A as the second letter. This will be a different variable than variable 1. They're case sensitive. You can also start with an underscore and have an underscore and then a number. So just so you can see all the different ways that we can write a variable in Python. An important thing to keep in mind here is that if you later assign a different number to a variable, then that variable's value will change. So if we do variable here, and then we say equals 5, the value of this variable is no longer 1 here, it is now 5. So if we go ahead and run this program, you'll see what happens. So I've already changed my directory to the tutorials folder. So if you're having trouble running your program, it might be that you haven't changed your directory. So Python 3 variables.py, we have 5, 2, 3, 4. Remember, when we print variable here, the value by the time we get to this print function is 5 now. It is no longer 1. So you can assign values to variables and reassign values to variables. If you're familiar with other scripting languages, you know, for example, in PHP or Perl, you have to have a $sign in front of the variable when you declare it. In JavaScript, you write var. In C++, you might write integer, for example. That's not the case with Python. It's very easy. Just put the variable name and match these rules, follow these rules for what can be a variable name, and then assign a value to it. And you can use that value in your code.